Fence 11, I think, is going to be a significant question for the horses and riders, because it's really asking them, can they ride their distance? Can they do that on the turning line? And can they cope with the terrain? So it's a very, very much a technical question for particularly the 100 riders. Can they ride that short distance on the line? It could be some horses that going to jump that no matter what, because they're only 100 height fences, but getting a good feel and a good balance and a good ride through that is going to be really key to then keeping the horse's confidence for the rest of the course. So when the course comes down Worcester Avenue, there's a great fence there, which I really love, in front of the house as they go towards the house. So it's virtually identical for the 90s and the 100s, where they have very cleverly have cut off one of the back corners of the houses to make it an actual a corner fence. So you have to jump across the corner of the house, or you jump to the right hand side and jump the big oxer part of the house. So I think that's really clever, because when I was growing up and starting out at eventing, you had your corner jumps, which they weren't filled in. There was no such thing as a filled in corner. They were all open like these ones behind us, but they kept going out. So you could either jump as a corner or a bounce or a one stride. We don't have those anymore, but this is a new modern twist on that idea, whereby depending on where you jump it, it's either a corner or an oxer. So I really like that idea and that concept. I love both 14s, how they're solid, but it's definitely a question of a corner on the white flag, and especially because there will be an instant tree there, which means you have to jump them as an arrowhead or as a corner fence, or totally different line across the oxer. So this is very, in my mind, what I grew up with, old school corner fences, or apexes as we call them in Australia, whereby you have the corner jump, or you go a little bit further down, you can bounce it, or you go a little bit further down, you could one stride it. You don't see that anymore for safety reasons, but this is, in my mind, the modern interpretation of that. You can jump this fence as a corner, or you can jump it as an oxer. So I think it's really great idea. And then on both courses, you have to then turn to the second fence, which is fence 15. So again, on both courses, you've got it designed so that they're numbered separately. So the riders can do circles between, but take a lot longer, or they can just ride straight through. Or if they're really quick thinking riders, which we're always trying to promote in cross-country riders, they can jump the corner. If that's not perfect, they could then do a circle, quickly react and do a circle, and still be quite quick to get over the 15 on both courses. So I really like this question. It's in a great place with the house right in front. It's in a great place, and it's halfway around the course, so the horses are just starting to feel their lungs. Riders are probably just starting to feel a bit tired as well. And so it's a real good test of all cross-country skills to get through this fence nice and quick. So James, I need you to stand here and be in the tree. Yeah. So James is going to stand here where the tree is going to be. So he's a very good tree.
I know what you did.
James doing a very good tree impression. So I have to jump across this corner, and all of a sudden I have to be very close to this white flag, and I'm very much risking a run out, or I have to jump this oxer and do a scenic route around that. So of course I'm going to be brave. I'm going to be the hero, because I always am. That's my nature. Going to jump across this direct route. So land here, and then do one stride to here, and now I've got choices to what I'm going to do. I'm either going to do a circle, or I've landed in good balance and I just keep pounding around and jump fence 15. That's what I'm hoping for. 2 strides, 3, 4, and I'm aiming to do a nice perfect 4 strides and a nice curved line. That's the sort of thing I would want to be training for all day, every day as a rider, training my cross-country horses. That sort of arc on 4 strides. I was doing it last night with my daughter endlessly. That's definitely the sort of thing that we just train for at home, and we should be able to just produce in competition. But obviously, that corner, having jumped 15 fences already in front of the house, all the atmosphere, all of a sudden, it's a little bit more difficult to do that. But certainly, I think this is a great combination, a really good test of horse and rider and cross country.